What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are doing great. Now, this video is meant to be something else. I mean, not just your regular giving advice video. This is just a kind of video that I'll just point out my accomplishment throughout these years. To let you know that I've just turned 22 today, and to talk about my accomplishments, I could be saying a lot of things about this, but particularly the sole and the single greatest thing that I've developed throughout these years is the mindset, which really create the distinctions between any other people. I know what I've done. I know what I'm going through right now, and to be honest, like whatever I've just come through and whatever I'm just going through in my life is just a part of something bigger, and I could really feel that. Not only can feel that, this is just in everywhere. Where I just look at it, I just see that there are signs. I mean, these are the signs, you know. And talking particularly about the accomplishments, I would say the first and foremost thing that I have developed in myself is the self-confidence in myself. I remember that when I was obese, and in 2020 I was around 100 kgs at the time. Like, you could feel the struggle of an obese man, even if you are not an obese guy. So I used to face a lot of backlash, and like a lot of things from other people, like, hey, you wasn't used to fat cunt, what are you doing here? You're not attractive, or nothing can be done by you just because, I mean, they were only saying this just because I'm a fat guy. Can you really feel the difference? They were saying all the things just because I'm a fat guy, and it hurts. Genuinely, it hurts. But just getting hurt won't help you, right? If it is hurting you, won't help you unless you do the execution. So it really took on my hurt, like people just mock me based on how I look and like how I approached anything in life at the time. I mean, obesity just changed the entire game for me. But when I just really, cut down those fatty weights from my body and got down an average weight and got skinny, people's respects toward me changed drastically. I got to know like how people would actually approach me. I got to know that people's view on myself changed entirely just because I reduced my weight. So how can you not say that this just doesn't work? How can you be not proud of this? So as I've turned 22, I think that this is one of the greatest things that I've ever done, and one of the greatest accomplishments, I would say. So would I not be proud of this, doing this? Yes, I'm definitely proud of this, because very few people in this world can do this, can have the guts and to minimize the distractions of eating food and change their regular habits into some positive ones and actually get shredded or get fit. So that's what I did. I just did what it was required, because I didn't look, whenever I looked in the mirror, I just didn't look good, and I just didn't like the way I looked. That is it. I changed myself. And when I changed myself, I started to love myself. People's view on myself immediately changed. And that is the confidence, how I got it. So you can say that getting fit and having self-confidence, like they're both like tied into each other. So if you want to get confident, just get fit. If you're skinny, if you are fat, I don't care. You just have to be fit than what you are right now. Believe me, like this is one of the single best thing that you can ever do for your life. Your thoughts, your way of like approaching others, and the way of like people would perceive you as would immediately change. Like you won't ever know unless you really become that fit guy. So for God's sake, for God's fucking sake, and for your fucking future self, get in shape. Get in fucking shape. This is the single best thing that you can ever do for your future. And you should be proud of yourself. Like how I am. I'll put some photos of me in 2020 under this video. You will see that how did I look at the photos, in these photos. Like I used to be a fat cunt, but still the relentless effort, the dedication towards fitness has changed me, the entire everything, I would say. Like the face you are seeing, the jawline, perhaps like you might not see the jawline because of the beard, but you know, the face, whatever you're seeing, the handsome face. I mean, I'm not fluffing myself, but it is what it is, right? The face which you're seeing, it was not like that. It wasn't used to be like before. I changed by taking the dedication, by doing the actual work that was needed to do. And I immediately got the outcome and the results of it. People perceive me as differently. People value me differently, all because of my fitness. So this is one of the greatest accomplishments I would say I've ever done. A lot of people say that, hey, what have you done for yourself? You have done nothing. I would say that, why don't you take the challenge and become fit? Why don't you just become healthy? I don't care about you, but I do care for you to become healthy. Because this is the only and the greatest asset that you can ever develop. Aside from money. Money is definitely the first, for sure. But sometimes at some point of life, I mean, they're kind of in the same way. I mean, in the same tier list, I would say. Like money, you can be achieved. It can be achieved at any time. But as you're in your 20s, you can never be that much energetic. You can never be that much fit again in your entire life. Once you're in your 30s, a lot of problems will arise. You might not feel motivated to get into the gym. You'll get married, perhaps. You'll have kids. And you'll not have that free time to, put some efforts in the gym. You'll say that I have no family. I have to look after them, and it will just not happen at your life. And in the same way that is currently. This is the best time to get fit. And this is one of the greatest accomplishments that I've ever done. And now, let's talk about the second accomplishment that I've done in these 22 years is having a strong mindset. So it all relates with the strong mindset. I mean, it relates with everything. Whether it is like getting fit, whether it is like getting more knowledgeable, whether it is like getting more, more into growth mindset guy, it all comes down into, having a great mindset. And that mindset hasn't just developed, just by watching some motivational videos on a regular basis. It happened because I put efforts when I feel hesitated, when I feel that nothing might work for me right now. I still did the work. That is how you build the growth mindset. Where all of the people would say that it's not possible, where sane people would say that, oh my god, this guy is delusional. He is just wasting his valuable years of time for nothing. But when you see the result of this growth mindset, when you see the compound outcome of your efforts, then you'll get to know that you're right. Because you had a growth mindset and you did the work, except what others might say. And that is the growth mindset you should have. I always, try to focus on what will be beneficial for me, for my future, my family, than, just going through mindlessly and doing just because another guy has told me. So I'm not that kind of guy. So a growth mindset you guys definitely should develop, because this is gonna build your entire life. Whatever you should be in your future, and whatever you will, and what you are right now, this is just a result of your mindset. If you think that, like, let's take an example, like, if you think that any girl is out of your league and you just cannot approach her, that is the lack of your growth mindset. Why don't you just give it a shot? You might can get her, right? Nobody knows. But a person who has the growth mindset, he will just do it anyway, anyhow. Doesn't matter the outcome. Because even after he has failed, even after if he would have failed, he still got some data from it. And the data could be more than anything valuable than just waiting for the perfect moment for him to come. So the right moment in your life is just right now. If you're just facing through the hurdles and of the problems, that whether you might take this big decision or not, I would say just go for it. Not just blindly, but yeah, just execute what is needed for right now. And you'll be more than proud of yourself when you look back at those execution after 5 to 6 years or 10 years later. When just look at the single fucking sole decision that you had just take 5-10 years earlier before, you'd be more than proud of yourself. So just take the decision. That's how you would be determined that whether you have a growth mindset or not. Believing in yourself that you can be delusional, and you can still win. You can be the top in your game. You can beat all the odds what you're facing through. All you got to do is just have that mindset to not to fall for the average ones, not to fall for the mediocre ones. Life is short, and you got to make the shoot. You got to take the shot. Ask the girl, make the money, move wherever you want to, do whatever you want to. Just do it. In the end, no one cares about you. It's your life. And I think that one of the single greatest thing after getting into fitness would be that mindset, that growth mindset I've ever developed in myself. I remember that I had a lot of hassle because of that mindset. I mean, the previous mindset, like what people would say about me, what I would do, what might others say about me. That kind of mindset I had. I used to be like a numb kid, a sane kid. Like, I didn't like hard works. I didn't like hard extra efforts. But when I said that enough is enough, this is the best time for me to shine, and this is the best time for me to execute than just waiting for the perfect moment. That time it hit differently. That time, when the results actually speak it for itself. So that is all which you could do. Just develop the growth mindset. One of the greatest accomplishments I've ever done. That work despite the result. You don't know what is waiting for you. You just got to do it. That is the growth mindset is for. Success is consistency. You got to wait long years to get your fruit. That is what life it is for. You need to hustle. You need to put some extra hours than the average ones, and that's how you become the one who is not in the average class. That's how you become the different one, and that's how you have become the different one, because you're not the average one. If you want to be average, then go for it. Nobody would hold you back. You can be the average one and still live a good life. But ask yourself, that is this going to live life that you're going to live right like this always? If your answer is yes, go for it. Nobody gonna hold you back. I've told this exact thing in many videos, and still now. So yeah, one of these accomplishments is this. Another thing I want to add is that learning English. I mean, I know it is kind of a big thing to add in my accomplishment list, but still, I mean, it has made me who I am right now. Like I'm talking with you guys, it's just because I know English. I'm consuming content, better content, just because that I know better English. I can hit a lot of money right now just because I have good English. That single one thing has got me anything more than anything else. That got me so much success than anything else. And why wouldn't I be proud of myself? Should be must in the accomplishment list. So yeah, this is pretty much all about it. Just be proud for what I've done. It is 22 years, and to let you know that I'm just getting started. It's 22, and more things to be done. Maybe in these 22 years, I've faced a lot of hurdle. Maybe perhaps my first breakup and my visa rejection and the financial hurdles that I've been dealing right now. But like this will all shall pass. I've made a promise on myself already that when I will turn 27, I would have all the freedom that I want. And that is not a promise actually, that is a fucking, what do you say, like a statement. And a statement is that you need to do it anyhow. So as I've just made a statement, I'll just do it anyway. 26 is a new goal, and as I'm young right now, I can work relentless hours to give my very best to to get the most out of me. And I'll never be that young, to be honest. It's been good 21 years with a lot of struggles in my life, but still I'm still standing, right? I'm still standing. That's the magic of life, that whatever happens, you're still on it. You're still there to fight with all of the courage you have, with all of the energy and all of the positive thoughts you have. Because in the end, you know that if you stick, there is something for you. And you have to discover for what is it for you. You have to figure it out by staying consistent, by having that growth mindset, by having that fit body, by believing in yourself, by having that confidence in yourself that you can do anything else, by having that not giving a fuck about what others might say about you. That's how you win in life. And that's how I won in my life, in my 20s. In my early 20s, I'm right now, just turned 22. Many more years to come. And I want to announce the goals in my 23 years, like 1 year from now, what I will have accomplished after an year. So the first thing first is in my priority list is to just get out of this country, perhaps, or to open a business. That's the first thing. I got to do it, and becoming more and more responsible about my choices, and getting a fit body, of course. And another thing would be that to get a great girlfriend, I guess. I know I'm capable of, but I'm just not approaching, right? So yeah, it will be easy for me right now. But yeah, I got to take actions more, right? So one advice I would like to give to myself is that just do it. The same, old Nike slogan, that just do it. Winners get the trophies by not just, seeing the trophies in their mobile or in their photos. They get the trophies because of their relentless efforts to their goals. Now, if you put those efforts on your goals and make sure that you hit every efforts and every parts of your journey, then you'll be the next one who would be holding the trophy. And I can be so fucking sure about that you can be the next changer of your entire family. People who are mocking against you, they will be once your fan. They will become your fan after some years. Just hold your belief on yourself. Just hold that belief that you can do anything in your world. and believes that whatever you're going through, this is just temporary and something is really big waiting for you, you can have it. Just make sure to put some efforts, make sure to work despite criticisms, despite what others might say, despite the fear of judgment. You need to see the end goal. It is your life, and whatever you will obtain, it's just solely for you. So the people who are saying that nothing can be done by you, those are the people who are speaking on behalf of their insecurities. So you're gonna let their thoughts win over you? You've never gave them the choice to win over you. So why would you like to give them right now? No, they will be talking. Like, let them talk, let them fucking bark. No one would care. The best thing you can do is just do not fucking care. They would say, just smile and move away. You have a great smile. So yeah, just smile and move away. And do whatever the shit is right now is needed for you to do. Just do it. Do not fear that what others might say. Do not fear that what others are doing, or what others are achieving in their life. Just appreciate and thanks for them. Like, yeah, they're shining on their life and you're the next. Do not compare. You're here for something bigger, and you will be getting something bigger. You will get something bigger. Just put some efforts on it. Not put some efforts, I mean put some ridiculous efforts on it, and you'll have it. If you want it, you'll have it. Signing out on my 22nd birthday. Let's see. Need to develop a lot of skills, but yeah, this is pretty much all about it. I know it's gonna be hard. It is definitely going to be hard, but I'm just a regular guy like them. So if they can achieve their success, then why cannot I? I'm just a man like them. So that is it. If they can, then why cannot I? I will fucking guts. You can see. I will fucking guts, and I will fucking achieve. Anyhow. You know what I mean by anyhow? It means that anyhow, whatever I have in my mind, whatever the success, whatever the financial end goals that I have for myself, I will achieve them anyhow. That is the goal, and that is what I'm gonna say in my 22nd birthday. Signing out to you all. Just remember what I just said.